OverMark Entertainment exclusive.
And we got a segment here that TJ and I teased a little bit, and it's not going to be a very long one or anything. But we talked about that. We were going to maybe start talking about some video games a little bit more, and something happened in the realm of video games for some of our friends out there that maybe like to game. And that was yesterday, July 21st, World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria Classic launched. And I got on there a little bit and I leveled some. The Blizzard's time machine continues back to 2012 when pandas ruled and dailies ruined lives. I think people hated those dailies. But like I was saying, I already started playing. I dipped in for a few hours. It still hits. I leveled a little bit. DJ hasn't logged in yet. I'm trying to convince him that, maybe he will. Maybe he probably won't, but you never know. We both played the original mop back in 2012, so a bit of nostalgia there. Even though by the time that mop was coming out, it wasn't quite the 60, 70, or 80 version everybody really clamored for when it came to classic. But you never know. Maybe there's some possibility of some Overmark PvP streams or some dungeon and raid streams if we decide that we're going to play this. I don't know. Well, I play a warrior, and man, warriors are slapping right now, real strong. And I've been a brown boy for life, so pretty easy thing for me to just instantly do. Um, what do you think about this, TJ? You think that you're gonna give it a try? I know you keep shooting me down every time that I bring it up, but I think maybe I'm wearing you down a little bit.
Well, I think about the raid content, and the first tier raid content is just nothing that I could do. Even the second tier, I don't like Throne of Thunder very much. Siege of Orgrimmar, that's fun, but it's hard as fuck, and you wipe a lot. So it's like, I guess PvP wouldn't be that bad, and I feel like PvP is more balanced than it probably is in other expansions. But I don't know, it kind
Yeah.
of sucks because like some of the stuff that you get from that you need in PvP is in PvE. I think maybe it's not that way uh, in that still, but I don't know. Maybe down the road, but I just got so much stuff that I'm doing right now. We got this, and I got all this other video game stuff pull me in different directions. But I can talk about this right now. So me and Dave actually played the original Vanilla World of Warcraft since launch back in the day, and we played every expansion. Um, but the more recent ones we haven't really dived in and like played like we usually would. Dave's done them more than I have, but I feel like I kind of stopped around like BFA, somewhere around there. Maybe Legion because I didn't get all of that in. But you know, we've done like the highest level of rating back in the day, and then when we came back for Classic, he Dave jumped in with the people that I played with, so he joined Gaia. So I was a part of the Gaia guild, and then Dave joined us and became a part of the officer team. And
Yeah.
we stopped rating in Classic because Cataclysm just kind of it was tough and people got burnt out and all that. But I was a scarab lord in Classic, and Dave was a GM, and we fucked everybody up, and we pretty much did whatever we wanted in World PvP. Nobody could do
Hell
anything
yeah.
against us. It was a lot of fun. Like if anybody messed with us, we just shut them down for as long as we wanted. And I was the main tank in Nax, and I had a lot of fun. Classic was fun. TBC fun. I switched to Ret in that, but TBC wasn't as fun, but it was still fun. Wrath fun, but definitely not as fun. Maybe I'll look forward to redoing Classic one day when everybody's ready to jump in and not be as burnt out and we all have our break. But yeah, WoW's definitely something that's ingrained in my and Dave's DNA. It's like muscle memory. We could do the rotations till the day we die, probably, and I definitely appreciate WoW because WoW's how me and Dave met. WoW's how like me and a lot of my best friends have met and still communicate to this day, like on Discord. Like our buddy Brandon that we talk about, he'll be on here one day. We'll get him in that middle slot right here. But yeah, it, if you
Hell yeah,
if
we
you ever
will.
if you ever thought about checking it out, WoW's still the best MMO in the world. It's
Yeah.
if you ever want to play a fun game, it's jump on in. There's pretty much any way to play. You want to do
It's a hell of a time investment. even the more casual version of retail is still quite a bit. I've been fucking off on there too. They have that mount event in right now where
Yeah.
they have buffed all of the things
Yep.
like plus 5%. And man, I've been getting a lot of stuff. I got Mim's head, a bunch of different Drake mounts I didn't have. There's definitely some that are still evading me, and I'm not trying as hard as what some people would, but you know, you can't just I can't just throw myself at it like I used to.
Yeah, then that's the problem with me. It's like if I can't do it all, I don't want to do it at all. You know, I just it's the time commitment sucks too. But um, I really thought that when Classic they did the Classic refresh that I might have even jumped in them, but maybe the next time they do a round of that I will or something because that's really the only thing I have interest in doing. But I wouldn't want to tank. I think the way to go there would be like mages or something. So like maybe if that's something you'd be interested in, we could pick like a combo that would like really fuck shit up in World PvP. So we could just like raid some on that and then go and use that gear and then destroy people with that combo.
It'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, it would.
Classic Plus might be a good time for.
When's that happening?
They haven't announced it yet.
So it's
Really,
a
we
thing
just
people are
know
talking
that
about?
yeah, it is for sure going to happen. We just don't have a concrete release date yet, and they sent out the surveys and all that stuff, and they're just minimal information about it as of now. But more will come.
Oh, the survey's the
And people will
guarantee.
eat it up.
Anytime
Yep.
they do a survey, it's happening. So what would that entail? Like, I don't understand.
I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you. I know, and obviously, what they do in China is different than what they're going to do here. But over in China, NetEase is doing a version of like a Classic Plus where it's all level 80. Like so, like the level 60 raids and the level 70 raids are scaled up to level 80, and you prog, from MC through the 60 raids, through the 70 raids to the 80 raids. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's
And
what I want.
there are other stuff that they're doing. I'm not exactly sure with how all it's going to work, but
I'd want to do the
yeah. And again, that's just NetEase.
I'd want to do the canceled WoW stuff and have the raids go on plus Nax. So you start off and everything's the same, but then there's a raid tier after Nax, like the Scarlet Monastery raid, and then after that, it jumps up to
Karazhan, shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah. And then remember the Outlands was actually going to be in Classic or in Vanilla anyways, so they could do the Outland stuff and we could raid whatever they were going to initially put in that raid. Hyjal was a thing. There's all kinds of stuff that they could do. But
The battle for Ashara 40 on 40 battleground that we never got.
yeah, and if they really wanted to, they could take the original raids like MC and all that, and you wouldn't have to make them hard, but at least just switch them up a little bit that way, and make them so they're not as grindy, and that's a part of the game that you get through, but it's not like too terrible. And then the main events like the new content.
Makes sense. That'd be cool. Hopefully we get some a good version of Classic Plus, because that's one of the things that I noticed looking at the different community channels and things of that nature is everybody has a different idea
Yep.
of what should or shouldn't be in it. So I don't know how they are going to be able to pick and choose and make everybody happy, because you really can't.
We'll see.
But they'll make themselves happy. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where they start and then go from there.
It'll be the 8th version of WoW concurrently that you can play at the same time.
Let's fracture the community even further. Hell yeah.
Whatever. I'm sure it's working for them, or else they wouldn't be doing it.
I assume so.
Yeah. But I guess that can wrap up our WoW talk, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this was
An OverMark Entertainment exclusive.